I'm back, bitches. Roll the title sequence. I'm back. I'm doing more Marvel Contest of Champions videos, actually videos in general, because I've been away, I've been doing some stuff, I've been upgrading this setup, so hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully this new setup with regards to a DSLR, whatever it is, camera, hooked up with a cam link, hooked up with some decent lighting for once, and a real nice room, a real nice feel. Cannot wait to show you this, and I will do in a future video. But I am back. I am recording Marvel Contest of Champions videos. I'm recording other content, other games that I'll be doing in the future. So it's all exciting times. But there is news within the community that I want to cover. Some old news, some new news, and some general news, but no nudes. And the first story is me. I am back with a brand new tech setup, as well as a brand new office and a feel to it. And the great thing about it is like having a quality microphone, because that is, oh, the bee's friggin' knees. And even though I'm not your favourite Marvel Contest of Champions YouTuber, it is important to come back, deliver the news, deliver other content, especially applicable to the game. I've got loads of different guides, really new videos that people haven't seen from Marvel Contest of Champions players and such like, so look forward to all of that coming very soon. Our second story, and this is actually Marvel Contest of Champions because obviously the last ones weren't really MCOC related, but it's all about this beta testing program, and that's great because anybody and everybody got a chance to do a beta testing. Not everybody, but different kinds of rated players got a chance to get into this beta testing, which is mint. I think that it's really good to have this kind of broad spectrum of people being trialed and, you know, get their opinion on it, because some people may be starting off with the game, some people are very kind of, you know, end game players, and that's kind of cool to have this good community. And that's the whole key word of today, and this MCOC News is sponsored by the word community, because that's the community aspect. Everybody gets a chance to do different things, and also they get the support that they need from their fellow community-tiers, fellow summoners, and they get a good experience. The downside is that Luke Cage and Red Hulk, which were the ones that were the champions that were being changed or kind of altered to be improved, haven't really been accepted very well as being good champions from the beta testers. So that comes from a lot of them. It's kind of very mixed at the moment. It's kind of a 50-50 split between people going, yes, I am happy with the changes. No, I am not happy with the changes. So hopefully we do indeed get something at the end of it when they get shipped out to the whole community and the changes have been done. That's great. But as well, another problem with this is people aren't getting to get into the beta test. They're kind of, in particular my cousin has been trying to get in for a little while and he hasn't been able to get in. So hopefully everybody does get to get in with that and try them out. And also hopefully it's a decent Red Hulk and Luke Cage in the future. Early reports as well were saying that they were doing damage in the region of 2,000 to 4,000 per 3 stacks of exhaustion being put on. I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen a lot of kind of photographs or kind of print screens to kind of prove that yet, but that's still early reports. Our next story is all about the 5-star featured crystal debacle and the fact of putting everything into this new crystal pooled 3-monthly thing. And obviously I've been away obviously doing this setup, so I've not been able to kind of comment on the situation. I'm not particularly happy with it to a degree, but I do think that it will be a good thing down the line. From early start point when we've got a new champion in the game, obviously 22nd of February I think is the last time we will see a featured crystal. Then it's the case when new champions come into the game, they're going into Grandmaster featured crystals. For me, and my perspective, I think that's a little bit of a kind of slight cash grab in that, yeah, you're not gonna get from an early point. If you want early access to a champion, you're gonna have to buy those crystals, which puts us back into the old days where it was a case of like you got to get the featured crystals in order to get anything new. Oh man, that used to be the case with like 2 and 4. It used to be like a 2 to 4 star crystal. Which were featured crystals before the release of 5 stars back in the day, if any of you remember it. And that was the case. The only time you could get like early access was spinning those crystals out. So units Well, as long as Kabam want to give us more units, that's absolutely fine. And then we can spend them on those featured Grandmaster crystals. But I don't think they're going to do that, obviously. So what we're going to get is this 3 monthly thing where we get all these champions added in to one specific crystal on a 3 monthly, rotating round. New champions go into that and then follow on to the next month, then all those new champions. So it could be like for 3 months, the champion that you really want, you're going to have to wait if you want to get him as he or she is a 5-star featured. Now, I don't know if these changes are really to do with the fact that based on some stuff with going on with Apple, Kabam have to let the App Store know what the drop percentages are for certain things within the game. So I'm not sure with a lot of changes that they're doing, does this really have any effect with regards to like how the drop rates work? So they have to say like, okay, so there's a 4% chance to get some of these, but also there is then a 96% chance to get a basic 5-star. I don't know how they're going to divulge this information, but I'm sure they're going to have to think of something. And this may be the reason that we've seen these changes in order to make it seem to the player base that it's a lot more fairer. These crystals go live on the 13th of February. I did make a mistake. I did say after the 22nd. But the 13th of February, these go live. And I really hope that we do indeed get some better pulls from this. However, though, it's the kind of that argument that, well, if you're waiting 3 months for your favorite champion to go in there, might as well just like wait for like the basic side of things. I just don't know really what to make with this. I don't know if this is really a necessary change to make. I don't know if this was to kind of help out those people that may say, well, I always get rubbish when it comes to opening 5-star featured. Why do I bother? And I'm personally like 2 for 24, I think, which is kind of ridiculous. So if that theoretically by doing this, would this benefit the situation? Would I feel like, you know, less salty about it? If it does, then I'm all for it. But at the same time, I just don't know if it was overly necessary. Yeah, I don't know. Your take on this one in the comment section below. I don't know which way to come down on this. I'm a little bit pissed off, but at the same time, it's like, if my 5-star crystal openings are going to see me pull more featured, then yeah, great. But chances are no, because I've got to wait too long for a champion to go in it. Whereas the other one, where it was say Blade, which I'm going to be going for next month, that's specific, and there's a, it just, I don't know. I don't know really what to say on it. So the next arena up is Archangel, and unfortunately Stark Spidey is in the same one. This is a real nightmare for me. I am torn. Luckily, I'm going to be doing a 10 4-star crystal opening, so if I get one or t'other, then that's great, and my my weekends may be saved, and I can make more content, which would be great. But the main thing is, what do people think with regards to cutoffs? Well, luckily, there has been something that has been put into the community for round 1, so let's just go and check that out. Opinion is really divided on what the kind of great cutoff is. Anything like charting between 11 and 13 mil seems to be a strong fit. And to give you an idea, the last time Archangel was put into the basic, he was charting at around about 3.7 and 3.9 mil respectively of each round. The next thing is when it comes to defining what would be the best thing to do, anything between 11 and 13 mil may be the best for this. When it comes to Stark Spidey, however, he's not gone into the basic yet, I don't think, from what I've seen. So people are saying anything between 5.4 to 6 mil. But again, this is a really difficult week. There's 2 great champions there. A lot of people still don't have Archangel, and a lot of people still don't have Stark Spidey. And our final story is all about the tiering list argument. This was something that happened last week. I really wanted to cover it, but obviously I was doing my new setup. So when you create a tiering list, you are open to criticism. If it's based on your own opinion and yours alone, then you should be open to criticism against it. In this video, Shane puts together a good argument. It wasn't overly articulated in the best way possible, but at the same time, it then opened up the floodgates. Yes, okay, Shane put in the title Seaton, but at the same time, if it's a case that he wants to convey an opinion based on someone else that's created a video opinion for, say, a list, then he's open to do that. Seaton's not the only person that's created a tiering list, and it's something that you should really understand. If you put something out there and you say, this is core fact, this is core opinion, then you should be challenged on that opinion. And regardless if he kind of like then went on people would then say, well, why didn't he just go to Twitter or message him and say that, hey, could I have a chat? I just want to talk about your list. I don't think it really kind of like most of the time doesn't work out like that. And yes, it may have been not the best thing to do to kind of create a video with regards to like doing that. And I know that in some of the comments that I've seen on this video, but one thing that was really interesting about those comments was the discussion points, because people will open up some great dialogue for conversation about things. And a lot of people, I think, would then look back at this and kind of go, hey, we should have really kind of wiped everything under the carpet. Yeah, okay, it wasn't great for Shane to kind of like call out Seaton as he did in this confines. I don't think the reaction then from Seaton was as chilled and as cool as it should have been a case like, oh, I understand where you're coming from. It's just that list is based on my own opinion. I do see your points, but I won't be changing the tiering list because it's based on my opinion. I think that's really the way that somebody should have come across, is the end point, the community having a great discussion, and that's amazing. But obviously there's not just Seaton's list when it comes to a tiering list. There's also the Omni 5-star tiering list, and I actually quite like this. I think it's quite cool, which kind of makes me think that I should do my own tiering list. I've got this great idea which is more kind of community involved, but at the same time I like this because this is a wider community involved. That the guys at Omni, so you got Yeet, Legacy, Rice, there's loads of different ones in there. I'm sure that it's going to be a growing group, but the main thing is their focus is to kind of get a larger kind of group together and kind of create stuff with that. And do you know what? I really like that. So I think I need to do something similar. I need to get a group of people together and create a new tiering list, but one that's not so, I'd say, multi-tiered, but something that I've kind of concocted that's a kind of a good kind of tick box system and also good for the community, but I'll talk about that in future videos. So that has been my return to MCC News. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. It hasn't been a great recording. Usually I can record these things within 20 minutes without any very little mistakes, and I've made a few kind of like mistakes with regards to delivery, but that's something I've got to work on now. I've got to edit this 30-minute video file because yeah, because I'm a pro like that. So 2 weeks out, back in the saddle. I'm looking forward to kind of creating some great content. There's loads of different ideas, loads of guide ideas. I will be heavily promoting my channel a lot more this year than I did before, because now I'm completely skint because I had to make this amazing new setup. I will be doing a full tour video and all the affiliate links for stuff, so you can hopefully be aspiring YouTubers and buy the stuff, and I get some. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Thanks very much for watching this video. I've been Rich the Man. Make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, bye-bye for now.